Woo! Market's dying. The market is dead. No more market. Today's the last day. It's all fun.
Look, yeah. Well, I mean, if you go ahead and look at the SPY, I mean, you'd believe it, right? I mean, it's like beep, 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 beep.
Flatlining. Life support. Give him CPR.
Hilarious, hilarious. What is going on? Okay, they're asking if it's too late for Tesla calls. What do you think?
Tesla calls. What the hell is going on with Tesla? I
Well,
mean, it depends on how you've done today. If you're green on the day, like very green, maybe you can take a little bit of risk, but I would burn it and protect the gains. And if you're red on the day, I probably wouldn't go for it to potentially further the loss that you already have if you're down.
gotcha. Let's go ahead and bring that up on the chart really, really quick. Uh, here we. Uh, uh, let's look at that really quick. We have the call here, and we do have a level here at 297.40.
Yep.
Uh,
$2 move. That's not bad if it gets there, but
Now our size way overextended, and then that MACD is really not convincing. That MACD is so flat; it's flatter than olive oil right now.
yeah.
Um, yeah, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. It's 2 o'clock, but 2 o'clock is not power hour. I think we need to wait it out and really see the market pick a direction. Because if we look at the SPY
It's just
is
rimming on the 1 minute.
well, the SPY is just flat. I've never seen the SPY so flat ever in
Oh,
my
it
life.
looks so calm on the 5 minute. If you look at it on the 1 minute and you zoom in, it looks crazy.
Let's. Oh, this is some emotional damage here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the SPY here on the 1 minute was playing double dutch: call, put, call, put, call, put, call. But yeah. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So what I want to do is actually bring some context to it, and there's no better person than your boy over here, STV, to bring some context.
Little CPI breakdown.
Let's break it down. Let's
All
go.
right. So here's what happened today. We touched on this a lot in the private stream this morning, but what happened this morning when CPI came out is that you saw the expectation for month over month inflation to actually decrease, like actual normal CPI without anything taken out. It came in higher than expected on both the year over year and the month over month. Now, when you take into account the decrease in energy prices that we've seen, everybody was expecting the inflation numbers to come down a little bit, but it didn't. And then you also saw core CPI, which is excluding food and energy, go up as well. So what it tells us is that what the Fed has been doing is not really working. And the problem is that the only thing the Fed can really do is just continue to do what they're doing, which is already not working. So if you continue to see high energy prices, which is going to lead to higher prices of other things across the board, and they continue to increase rates and you see increased unemployment, you go right into stagflation with low growth, high prices, and people having less disposable income to spend on everything. That's why you saw the market die today, because everybody's like, Powell, you said you were going to try to get it under control. We've been with you since you started doing these rate hikes, and nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened. It's literally been emotional damage. But now we enter something that's really interesting, right? So let's talk about real estate really quickly, right? Because uh, you're not going to see rent reflect any type of, I guess, alleviation from the highs, right? The rental inflation is just insane right now, right?
Rents are still going up.
Yeah, they're still going up. So they're going up. Interest rates are going up. Um, so when you think about it, like, does it make sense to buy property now to rent it to take advantage of the rental income, knowing that at some time later on, you could definitely like refinance. I mean, obviously the interest rates will go under control, But the thing is that rising interest. So, for instance, if the mortgage on the home, right, in a better environment would get me 2.75% interest, right?
Mhm.
Right. And but now I'm paying four and a half, five, right? That's about a $600 difference at or about. So let's just say a $2,700 mortgage now becomes a $3,300 mortgage, right? By virtue of having that mortgage right now, I'm now adding to the problem because now I have to rent higher than my my mortgage payment would be.
Right.
So then you got that constant cycle. So anyone who's going ahead of securing loans now to rent out those homes, they add to the problem.
Mhm.
So I mean, is this the new norm? Do you think this is the new norm?
Well, the thing is like if you're thinking about getting into a investment property right now, if it cash flows, it doesn't matter. It's like if you're gonna make money on it and you're gonna see positive cash flow every single month coming in from that property, it doesn't really matter what the interest rate is because eventually they will stabilize. If you think about it in terms of rising rents, yeah, I mean, unless you're trying to flip the home really quickly, if you bought the home at like the bottom of the interest rates here, well, your mortgage payment's going to be lower, your cash flow is going to be higher, but the home price then comes down. But if you're locking in the interest rate at a higher rate like what we're at right now and it's still cash flowing, well, eventually in 10, 15, 20 years, most likely you're still going to see appreciation in the home. You can do some cash out refis if rates end up coming back down to those lower levels, and you're pretty much good to go either way. That's how I see it on investment properties. It doesn't really matter. It's like if the deal works, the deal works. It on personal and like primary residences and stuff though, it's like different story. It's a wait around game because you're not making any money off of your house.
Yes, but then you know how those would say no, it just makes more sense to rent. Actually, at one point it actually did make more sense to rent, but by virtue of what we have here, this vicious cycle is the homeowner has no choice but to charge artificially inflated rentals, right?
Mhm,
So now you're creating that upward pressure as well, and now you get a new benchmark. You
mhm.
see, as rentals keep going up. I mean, this is pretty wild. But yeah, hey, yeah, I'm paying 3,600 a month in rent, but no, I don't have a job.
And then all the people that were gonna go buy homes that now are like, okay, the interest rates are too high. I want this value of a home, but I can no longer afford it or get that loan from the bank. They're like, meh, I'll just wait it out. I'll go rent. So then there's more demand in the rental market.
There's more
So
demand in the rental market, but then the individual who went ahead and took the risk and decided to secure property will now be exposed because the demand diminishes. Now they're exposed. Now they have to try
well,
to
it'd be
figure
good
out
if
what.
you owned it. If you were the landlord and you're like, well, everybody's trying to rent,
Well, but that's the
rents are
thing
gonna go
though.
up.
As a landlord, you need renters.
Right.
But if the demand goes down, now you're left holding the bag as the purchaser of the piece of real
Mhm.
estate,
Yep.
right? So then now here's a vicious cycle. It's the circle of life here. Because what will that homeowner do? Probably, they would go ahead and short sell the property,
Mhm.
right? It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild what we're looking at. I mean, when you add it all up, it's just literally geared to imploding. If you think about it, there's
Mhm.
really nothing about this that screams bullish market.
Oh, no, everything is like well, especially after now. I was looking at this CPI data coming in, and I was like, "All right, you could get a little bit of a like a softer print, like, and you could come in a little bit lower than expected." And Powell can do his little like English language mumbo jumbo dance around the actual problem, and then kind of pump things for a little bit. But he can't. There's nothing he really can say right now. He almost has to come out and be like, again, very similar to the statements that he made at Jackson Hole. He's almost got to come out and say, we're going to stick to what we're doing to get inflation under control. The problem is I don't think anybody in their right mind thinks that he actually can. So his credibility is zero. If you look at everything kind of coming through, it's like all the data that's coming in, it's like, what are you actually going to be able to do here? What are you gonna decrease oil prices, Mr. Powell? No, like you're not.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Check out STV and I at the nearest Motel 6. We're holding a seminar on how to make money in a red market. Yeah, just $96 to attend. Anyways, STV, you got news for them, right?
We do. Should we go over the news that we were talking about a little bit before for what we're
Yeah,
doing tomorrow? All
let
right,
them have it.
everybody. So we used to offer an aspect of what we do with 1348 and a lot of our members over there, and we're deciding to bring it back, but in a slightly different way. So we used to do these one-on-ones all of the time where Gabe would come on during his live streams, and sometimes he would do an extra one, and he would take some people that were maybe new, struggling a little bit, and kind of go through their trades and see what they were messing up on and get everybody in the right direction and kind of show them things that they may not have been thinking about before. Here's what we're doing now. So every Wednesday and Friday during this time slot in the afternoon, we're going to come on, and instead of a one-on-one, it's going to be a two-on-one. So you get to come on with both of us, and it's going to be with two. That's what I mean. I guess it's technically what it is.
All right.
But yes, so every Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. we're gonna bring those back for you guys. So we'll select you guys maybe when Gabe and I are on the streams in the morning. We'll pick some people from there. We'll talk about it, see who we want to bring on. And yeah, twice a week, you guys will get the 2-on-1s.
For the private stream. So this will be Discord only, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
So, we will not be rudely interrupted. Just had to put it out there. But yes, 2-on-1, it's a double team. We are going to tag team your ass to success.
Yes.
I just really wish you never let it up with 2-on-1. Or you can say 2-2-1, 2-2-1, but when you say 2-on-1, it's just like
2-1. I was like, come on. Like, well, how else do you want me to say it? Like, there's gonna be two of us, and then there's gonna be one of you, and then we're gonna help you, and then like it's 2-on-1. Simpler. Keep it easy.
Oh my God. So as we see right now, the market is kind of flat, guys. We have the alerts right here. Let's go ahead. Let's see if anything really pops up. It's 202. We have AMC. We have a cross up in 5 bars. That is our bot Invictus that trades on a 5-minute. We have the 3-minute alert here. We got BP, a cross down, a BP. You happen to be a gas specialist, STV. You want to go ahead and break down BP? Because I know you love playing energy. So
we can we can pull that up really quickly. Let me get this pulled up right here. But again, personally, if it's I look at oil and some of these energy plays more as swings versus day trades, especially like the big like gas suppliers like BP, Chevron, Exxon, like basically like the gas station stocks. I personally don't really want to play any of those big to the downside going into winter. If I'm going to be swinging anything, I think eventually oil is going to start to come back to the upside. I think it's got one or two solid rallies left in it, but on the 4-hour just now, or I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, or yesterday, we got that cross up on the 4-hour. It's just rimming right now. And let's see. I don't think I saw any crazy news on oil today. We still have the energy crisis. You saw what happened with CPI, but that's more backward looking on what has happened. But again, looking at what's going on with Russia, Europe, we also saw, I think United States reserves were way down, like historically way down. So in general, the only thing that can really help this whole oil situation is that if Europe and Russia make a deal, or somebody makes a deal with them in order to release a lot of that energy. Is that going to happen? I don't know. We'll see. But if it doesn't, you'll probably see oil start to tick back up.
Okay. Fair enough. We're looking at the timestamps here. Let's get back to this here really quickly. I'm looking for the timestamp on Vanguard. We don't have the timestamp here, but that's VU. Let's go ahead and check out VU for a second.
Okay.
see what's happening here. So that is the
Woo.
bang. Taboo is the spy, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, spy goes down, boo goes with it. Guys, if you want to play the ETFs of the major indexes, you have spy, which is S&P
Mhm.
500. You got QQQ, which is Nasdaq, and then you have DIA, which is Dow Jones. So those
Yeah.
are the ETFs for that, right? Oxy. All right. So
Oh
again,
boy.
here we go. Now you love playing Oxy. This is in your realm of expertise here,
Yeah,
buddy.
Oxy. Like we can pull it up. Oxy is like a I don't even know what to call it. It's baby Tesla. I don't like touching Oxy all that much unless there's something crazy happening. Buffett news, big oil news, like because this thing, as you can see, if you look at the chart of it, it moves like a wild person. So anytime that I'm trading Oxy, I'm it's never a full 10% portfolio allocation. Right now, it does look like it's hunting down, but that thing you have to be careful with. Like everybody is like sees sometimes we hit some big trades with Oxy, but it's like one, they're not 10% of your portfolio in the trade. Sometimes even if I think that it's going to run for a little bit, I'll just get a shitload of time on it to make sure that I can't get sharked really hard because that's what Oxy does. It loves to tick up, tick up, tick up, death candle.
That's what Oxy likes to do. Interesting enough, we do have this level of resistance which formed yesterday at market open as it dipped. And now it's sort of kind of settled into this channel here. Now, I'm expecting a dip, guys. We are on the 5 minute time frame. I am expecting a little bit of a dip. We got RSI breaking below its moving average. Currently, RSI is below 50. We know the game here. When we are below the 200 EMA, we are biased to puts.
Mhm.
However, uh, as STV just shared, Oxy is a crazy person. It literally defies physics. If gravity applies to Earth in the same way that it applies to market, yeah, let's just say Oxy flies. She just does what she wants.
It
With
has a
that being
mind of its
said,
own.
you look at the MECD here, though, man. We got light green here on the histogram with the potential cross here. So um, it's looking like this call here. If you played that option, that was a bad option to play because you did have that level here, which you seem to be respecting at this moment.
Right.
But no, you say don't play it.
I would say probably don't touch Oxy.
Ah,
What do
okay.
you think?
I
You like it to the
I I,
downside there?
yeah, I like it to the downside, but I would not touch her.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain women I will touch, and there's certain women I'll just never mind. All right, moving along.
Think about it. I like to think about it this way too. It's like the time of the day is very important too in what has happened previously in the day. The market has already gone absolutely crazy today. What are the odds that we are going to see another big move where fate is not going to come and get you and you're not going to get stopped out and you can have the stock move enough in your favor to hit your profit target goal, whether it's going to be 10, 15, 20%. At this time of the day, after this type of day that's occurred, it's possible if you see something crazy, but the odds are low.
Yeah, like I guess a lot of people were hoping, and we'll talk about this because we talked about this yesterday. Um, Basically, how to play CPI and what to expect with CPI, and we actually went all the way back to July 13th,
Mhm.
and we saw that big doom candle. And we basically said, guys, this is literally what's going to happen. The market's going to run a little bit, create that somewhat of a buffer, right? Because if that 2 day rally that we saw Friday and Monday, if that rally did not happen, we would probably see SPY at what 380, maybe 375.
Something around there. I mean, this is a big drop. What how many dollars is this? 13? Yeah. I mean, that would have been a big drop.
That would have been a big drop. I think panic would have just taken over the market at that point. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's happening now too, like, because everybody going into Powell is gonna say, like, what can he possibly say to do anything? Like, what's he gonna be able to say at this point? Oops.
Yeah, what is he going to say? I think we could actually use some terminology that retail uh, has brought up for a better part of the 2 years. I'm not going to mention a particular stock, but there was a term called kicking the can down the road. And I feel like
Mhm.
that is exactly what the feds have done. And in doing such, instead of ripping the band-aid off way back when things were, I guess, more in control, uh, yeah, they kicked the can down the road, and now we have a big problem.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't see rental inflation taking care of itself anytime soon. Energy, we already had Yellen saying that, prepare for winter. Um, and guys, in the scheme of things, it's already mid September. Like, it's literally 2 months before, like holiday season, right? Because everybody knows holiday season starts in November, right?
Yeah.
It, this is wild. This is really, really wild. So SPY new lows here. We got 397.32. This is fun.
You know those apples we were talking about just before?
Oh yes, please do share.
Those are up 105.67%.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, full disclosure, did 300% on NVIDIA. Just
On your account, right?
on the play, not my
Oh,
account. I
oh,
wish I
on the play. Gotcha,
300% my
gotcha, gotcha.
account.
I was like, I thought it was on the fucking account. I was like, whoa.
If I 300% my account,
That's what I thought. I was like, dude, why aren't you so excited?
up to 300. Listen, man, I'm the kind of guy who gets excited over 15% in a play. So
Yeah.
even 300% on a play was just like way out of my comfort zone. You think I'm good at 300% in a day? Well, not even in a day.
Dude, I don't know. I don't
In the
know.
first 35 minutes of the day, that's not how I trade, bro.
I know.
Oh,
I know. I know. I know. I thought you held something overnight crazy and it just went like, boom.
oh no. Well, there was really nothing. There was no indication yesterday other than if you speculated CPI, but there was no indication yesterday that the market would just die. We literally had to fall back to our rules, and
Yeah.
our rules simply said if you play in a 5 minute, if your play is on a 5 minute time frame, then your thesis is on a 5 minute time frame. Your thesis is not on the daily. So, you close out all positions before the day ends. And I follow by those rules damn near 99.99% of the time. There are some exceptions, but unless my thesis is on the daily. Now I want to talk about Apple because you sent me something interesting this morning. Obviously, you were doing some
Oh, yeah.
research. There are people who want to know where the hell is Apple getting their chips from, because it just really seems to be like there's no chips in the China bin right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We've seen it. I haven't looked at it yet, but what was the thing I sent you this morning? It had to do with smartphone sales being down a lot.
32%.
Yeah. That's also why I kinda
32%.
went for Apple today too. I was
but
like,
but
"Oh, really now?"
it's because of shortages, the pressures thanks to the shortages from the chips. The chips is
Yeah.
all about the chips. Um, this is actually fun, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you go ahead. If you made money today, if you played the flip side and you made money today, we want to see those thumbs
Yep.
because my oh my,
This is crazy. This is a wild day, man. Sometimes these days like this happen.
it's today was a day where you literally had a choice. You had to literally choose if you want the pain. You had to choose it. You would have to be absolutely stubborn
Mhm.
and say, "Yeah, I'm holding." I'm holding. And with that stubbornness, you pay daily. Uh, I gotta love the guys here. They already know. We play both sides of this. We do 2 to 1 and we play both sides.
We got it all over here. If you look at the SPY on the 5 minute, it never it never comes back above the you could have ridden basically the entirety of the move until 12:10 today.
Well,
If you bought
imagine
puts at
that.
open, there was no indication to sell until 12:10.
That is wild. Wild, wild, wild. Oh, guess what just popped up on Invictus?
Oh no. What?
There goes your friend right there.
Oh, there we go.
We have a potential cross up in 4.32 candles. Let's go ahead and put Invictus to the test here, and let's see what we got here, right? So,
Na
UNG on the 5 minute.
Yeah, natural gas on the daily has been looking interesting. It doesn't look great today, but mainly, I mean, look at how it's holding with with the market doing what it's doing, and I think natural gas could get interesting this week.
Yeah, I like this.
I made
Four
those
point.
free yesterday, so I'm just riding them out. They're basically flat right now.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and mark this alert. And what Invictus has essentially done is alerted the convergence between the 13 and the 48 to the upside. Now, looking at the indicators, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Me too.
Uh, we are looking at the ADX here. ADX is showing some strength, breaking above and through 25, showing strength in this move here. RSI broke through its moving average currently at 57, 58, 63. This is really looking good. MACD. The only thing about the MACD at this point is we're still waiting for MACD to break through neutrality right here.
Yeah.
But as it stands, I'm liking this. Quick scalp. We have to pay attention to this level right here. There you go. So that
Yeah, it just
level,
broke VWAP too.
it just broke VWAP. Isn't that sexy? Now we have a level here at 28.84, currently trading at 28.73. You think the market's going to wake up, just try to recover some of his losses?
It depends on what the PPI says tomorrow. We have PPI final demand at 8:30 a.m. Producer price index final demand. Median
Ooh.
forecast -1%. That's probably not going to be -1%.
Those guys are they're rewriting everything right now. They are rewriting the report.
They're like, oh shoot, we gotta fix it.
Powell gave him a call, like, pimp it.
Figure it out.
Pimp it. Powell will be without a job.
He's locked in for a little while longer. He's locked in. PPI is the producer price index. So I see a question that comes in here. So it's CPI is like essentially what is going to fall on the burden of the consumer, and then the producer price index is basically that on the other side to produce all of those goods and services in the market. So it's like the two sides of it.
Yes. I want to highlight something here. Mind Chain. He brings something up, and I want you guys to understand that this is an absolute anomaly here. I mean, technically, oversold gets respected.
Yeah.
It gets respected. Today, we did not see that one bit. We did not see that one bit. That's not typical. That is not typical. We are not going to rewrite the rules of 1348 to make an exception for a day like today. A day like today, STB, do you recall in the past at least 2 years of a day like today?
I think we've seen a few on the when we were moving down to that 362, we saw a couple big days that were over 3%, but they're few and far between.
All right. But did any of those days flatline like we saw today? That were as persistent as what we saw today,
Oh, like
particularly with the
drop
spy.
flatline and then hang out? No,
Yeah,
no. It's
no,
selling off
no.
now, but that was a lot of just nonsense. In the morning, I was sitting there and I was like, I don't want to touch it. It was like it was almost like there was just something like lit on fire that said like do not touch, and I was just like I don't really want to touch what's going on here in the market. And then it started to make its moves, and I was like, okay, let's go for it here.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's Ryan Marshall says, I don't understand today a specifically good day for trading at all. Maybe
It's a rim
wrong.
day. It's a nice big rim day. That's what I was talking about when there really was no sell signal.
Yeah.
Like to get out of puts until from like open until what was it, 12:10 I said. You never saw a closing candle above the 5-minute 13 EMA. So you can
Yeah.
follow the trend all the way down. It just rims its way down.
Rims his way down. Yeah, today was a reverse moon. We literally stair stepped our way to hell,
Yeah.
and we gladly went.
Oh yeah.
Like, wait, you got some booze down there? Like, yeah. Let me go. We're down there. Whiskey? Yeah, sure. Let's go.
This move was
Oh,
filthy today.
yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. All right, so we we have some more data tomorrow. So you expect more blood tomorrow?
After everybody was super bullish for today, I I don't know. I think it's strangle. I think it's if you're gonna do anything and prepare yourself, the name of the game is strangles. Um Again, it doesn't make sense to hold a lot of things overnight unless they are completely free. But if you are going to choose to, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Strangles could be the way to go if you have a large enough account that you can trade a small amount with. But I, it's very wonky right now. Like my expectation would be down until Powell because the fear is now back of like, okay, well, he doesn't have any idea really what to do. And his tools that he has at his disposal are not really going to help much.
Not really. Yeah, I agree with you. But we could also go back to the tweet that I posted a couple of days ago, where the phenomenon where the market does exactly opposite of what we expect it to do.
Yep.
Right. So today we expected the market to run because we expected a CPI beat. Just it flipped on its
That's
head.
what I'm thinking too. I'm like, ah, man, could they somehow like mess with these numbers tomorrow and let everything come out nicely?
I mean, guys, did Jim Cramer say the market was going to run today or something?
He did. I did see a tweet that said like, the Fed is doing a great job handling inflation. I saw like it was like him on CNBC saying it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have Algo build out the reverse Kramer bot
I think that would be
because
fun.
that would be a whole lot of fun. Going back to the chart here, guys, you can see this
It's
is
getting up to resistance.
right there, right? Listen, we don't make this stuff up. We just play by rules. Okay, candle comes up here. We have this level here. All right, if we were anywhere between halfway through this candle up to even this candle, and he decided to scalp UNG, he would have made a quick buck here, but you would have definitely respected this level. Now, could she run? Yes, absolutely. She could absolutely run. But like we say, right, these are train stops, these are legs. You get off the train, and then you get on the next train. Now, if she breaks with a clean candle, breaks right through, and you see the indicators follow along, go ahead and re-enter with another maybe small position just for a quick scalp. But as it stands, you go ahead. It's quick hits. It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We're done.
Mm-hmm.
That is
If
it.
pull that up on the 4 hour. It's got resistance right there. Ooh, looks a little
Oh,
different to me. It looks a little different on my end. Yeah, okay. So never mind. On the Weeble chart, it's right below the 200.
I see. Okay, so you have another level there of resistance. I do have a level here of resistance right there. This
Yeah.
on the 4 hour, literally printed back August 12th. So this could be interesting. Listen, guys, this is very interesting because it's currently in a put trend. And you would expect that with today's data would actually magnify this even further,
Mhm.
but that's not what we're seeing.
That's why I like it.
Good point. Point made. Point made. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, we are going to wrap things up, but we're going to see you tomorrow. Private Discord only. We will. You know what? Maybe you want to do that, STV. You want to go ahead and like just drop links into the Discord. Whoever jumps in, jumps in. Like it's first come first serve, right? Because obviously the stream is limited to how many seats.
I think it's 6.
There you go. We're just gonna drop a link and let them play Hunger Games in the Discord. the first 4 people to get in.
We could. Well, it's gonna be tough because if we need to do a one-on-one, like then it's gonna be a disaster.
Well, the thing is everyone takes turns on their one-on-one. We're not gonna sit on a one-on-one like the
That's
whole
fair.
time.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
right. And plus, everyone, it's class. Class is in session. Everyone can learn from one another,
Right.
right? So, but then it's actually 4-2.
Oh, you outnumbered us now, which could be a good thing.
Not if they have hairy nipples.
Oh, geez.
All right, I got to keep this rated PG. We are live on Twitter. We got to behave. But it was fun today, guys. Keep printing. Respect the rules. 1348 for life.